Cheers.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in that technicolor rainbow between, it's your boy Trey Prop.
It's your boy Weekend Herb.
As Mephisto's advocate, Mr. Petty.
And I still haven't decided if I'm a Moore or a Rita, so pick one.
I'm a Rita.
All right. Thank you for guys for joining us here once again on Blerds and Whiskey Live on YouTube and Facebook. We got a great show lined up for you. Also, special shout out to the big homie. He's absent today because he is out coaching the Archbishop Carroll football team on their undefeated season so far. So a lot of shouts out and prayers to him. They're playing the WCA championship against St. Mary Rackham. And we hope that they're doing good. I think the game started at 11, correct?
Something like that.
I believe so, but here's the thing. I went to the game last week, and when I mean they had to surgically remove the foot from the other team's ass because they beat the shit out of them, the dog shit out of them, 53-0. They were already up 35-0 at halftime, and they literally just ran the clock just to finish it. So, yeah, I have all the confidence in the world that Rick Stroh and Archbishop Carroll will be finishing this game out.
Oh, yeah. One more quick announcement. I didn't tell you guys about this, but you should know because you're all family. Happy birthday to my one and only baby boy, little Trey Proper. The boy turned 14 yesterday.
He ain't little.
Yeah, he's definitely not. He's definitely not. But buddy, I love you, and I can't wait to celebrate with you. We got something special for next weekend. Not doing it this weekend. We got something special. But I love you, and just want to say happy birthday to you.
Yeah, I sent him a Facebook Messenger chat, and I think he left me on red, but it's all good. Happy birthday, little.
Like, why would I talk to this old lady like my friend and my dad? I hated that like adult friends.
Nah.
Oh, you're the cool aunt. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, because he was like Uncle Herb. Yeah, I was like, whoa. You too tall. Nah.
He was like Uncle Herb.
It's a lot
Uncle
of bass.
Herb.
I was about to say you gotta put some respect
like
in this baby
Uncle Herb.
bass.
No. Dog, that's not this. No, I don't like this.
So if you don't take that bass out your voice.
Man, y'all giving me flashbacks. Keep going. Just next topic.
All right. Before one more beforehand. Oh, now I don't know if you had it in your list, but I'm wearing this for a reason. Don't care. 1,000 episodes. I know y'all don't watch it. I know y'all don't like it. But they hit 1,000 episodes this week. One Piece, the anime, and I literally watched it right before the show. I'm still hyped.
I'm out.
Wait.
Nobody ever said that we didn't like it.
We didn't say they didn't like it. You asked.
It's just too intimidating to have 1,000 episodes just to get into it.
Right.
Nobody ever said that One Piece was shit. We just said it's too fucking long. Pause.
I didn't say you said it was. I said y'all didn't like. Y'all didn't watch it.
Here's the thing y'all gotta understand about One Piece fans. If they don't hear you say, like, if you're not caught up with that 1,000th episode, you're saying the show sucks to them. Even if you're not, like, I'm not saying the show sucks. Yes, you did. Why? Because you're not watching it. That's a One Piece fan. Like I said before, no offense to religions, but they're definitely the Jehovah's Witness of the anime community.
Would like to talk to our Lord and Savior, Luffy. What you do, Luffy? Come on in. Now you can go into your church announcements.
That sounds about right.
So, first of all, we want to say thank you for tuning in first, and let's go to the next part. Herb's Blerds. Be sure to like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms, on IG, YouTube, and I'm trying to build up some more. I know it's been a while. I had a whole bunch of other stuff going on. We're getting back to the thick of things. OTTV, going to be sure to represent the homie Overtime Sims. He's on Roku. You got prior episodes of Blerds and Whiskey on his channel as well. So go and check that out. Guys, I can't wait till Wednesday. Not because because Thanksgiving is around the corner, but we have Hawkeye dropping this Wednesday, and I can't wait to see how this shit is going to go down. If I'm not mistaken, the first 2 episodes will be up this Wednesday. And I think it's 6 episodes this year.
I'm not familiar. Yeah. I'm not going to fake like I like Hawkeye like you are.
Hey, I like Jeremy Renner does a good job.
Wait, who? How do you not like Hawkeye? What did he do?
No. What I said is I'm not gonna fake like I like Hawkeye like Herb is doing. He's all like, "Oh, Hawkeye show! I've been waiting for this since 2012."
I like Jeremy Renner, and I'm a fan of him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the only reason why I like it is because it's Christmas. But I'm just, I'm just saying, Christmas is my love language.
Take your tree down.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm putting my tree up.
I'm
putting my tree up after the show, but I did do my outside Christmas lights though, and yes, they have been plugged in.
So, cuz, are you one of those people that right after Halloween, you put your Christmas tree up, playing "All I Want for Christmas Is You" 24/7?
Okay, so I considered putting up my Christmas tree, but I talked myself out of it and said no. Let's allow some transitional time, and then I'll put my tree up.
Hey, you know what?
I didn't allow that much transitional time because I was still listening to Christmas carols, even though there were no decor just yet. I was buying the shit out of the Christmas decor.
I'm gonna die on this hill. I'm gonna die on this hill. What I'm going to do next year, and y'all can quote me on this because now it's being recorded live. I'm going to vow to make it a mission to make some Thanksgiving carols, just so I can sing them as soon as they start right after Halloween, so I can start singing some old turkey something. I don't know. I'm just thinking of something right now. But
greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Old turkey.
Y'all got one fucking song.
Gravy.
One fucking song.
Yo, but tell me that song don't go though.
Greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Okay, it do go. I was with it. I was with it. But one fucking Thanksgiving song, and now Thanksgiving deserves to be a whole fucking holiday when the fucking Pilgrims was out here and Pocahontas unicorn panties, but we're not going to talk about that.
Hashtag unicorn panties. Pick them up at blerdsandwhiskey.com.
First of all, fuck
the rest of the anti-Mr. Rogers merch.
I was not going to bring that up, but okay.
I'm just saying.
I just want to eat good on Thanksgiving. That's all. But moving on.
Shout out to Drew Godoni in the comment section for saying that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and I agree. And I can't believe I just said that out loud.
Okay. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I think Lethal Weapon, Lethal Weapon number 2 is also a Christmas movie. It might be number 3. I might have it messed up, swapped. But I know there was a Christmas themed Lethal Weapon at one point too.
Damn, I gotta go back and watch those.
You getting too old for this?
Yeah, I'm getting too old for this. So,
definitely is though.
The live action version of Cowboy Bebop just dropped, I believe, on Friday on Netflix. Trey, I know you probably watched the first couple episodes.
Oh yeah. So I'm loving it. It's amazing to me, but it's kind of funny because you look at the ratings so far. A lot of people are. It's a mixed bag as far as the ratings. Rotten Tomato has it as an average tomato meter of 51%, average audience score of 52%. It's not following. It's following almost the exact story. So of course I love it. But it's got some hits or misses. I've watched the first 4 episodes so far. I'm still waiting for Ed to show up. If you don't know who that is, you got to watch the show. The original show is actually on Netflix, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's a nice little mix of Western mystery detective work and ass kicking. So what more can you ask for?
So is the theme song in there though?
Oh hell yeah! Come on now.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say one thing though about the show is it's decent, and I feel like because it's not like mind blowing, everyone hates it for some reason. There's no middle ground for people. Like for me, it's a middle ground show. Like it's better than what Netflix has produced as far as live action anime. It's definitely one of the more better live action anime, but it's like not great. And because it's not great, people are like, oh, it's tough. I'm like, no, it's actually a lot better than people want to give it credit for. So I feel like it's kind of in the middle right now as it's a decent show. It's good, not great. And that's my take on it.
I got a question. Was it better than the first live action Mortal Kombat movie?
Hell yeah.
I think everything.
First of all, we will not desecrate the name of Robin Shou. That movie, first one is a classic with the white Raiden. How dare you?
I was just asking a question. I wasn't the one being disrespectful. That was
now. Okay, so are you okay? So I mean, correction. Are you referring to like the '90s Mortal Kombat movie or the HBO HBO Max version that we're referring to?
Okay, well, let's talk about both of them. Which one?
Because I'm a fan of the first one in the '90s with the whole like techno Mortal Kombat version that was played on the radio, as opposed to the one with the plot armor of a guy that they just make.
They actually play techno music on WPGC. Damn.
Yep. So I will say this about Cowboy Bebop is that it definitely, like I said, it's definitely better than Death Note. So that's a plus on my end.
It was better than the most recent Mortal Kombat, is what you're saying.
Definitely better than the most recent Mortal Kombat.
Anybody agree with that? I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
I haven't watched it.
It's better than that. I missed. I thought you were talking about the original when you first said it. No, the original is a classic, but it's better than that piece of crap that Warner Brothers just shoved down into our TVs and movie theaters. Yeah, definitely better.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we want to shed light for the people who watch UFC. For the first time, UFC history, we have count them three, African champs. You have Francis Ngannou, you have Israel Adesanya. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Adesanya, yes.
Adesanya, and Kamaru Usman. So we want to just shed a light and just say congratulations to them. We don't talk about UFC that much because we always talking about that bitch ass WWE. So we want to go ahead and give them their flowers at this time.
I do want to say one thing about it, and I'm probably going to misquote on who exactly did say that, but I know two of the champions are in similar weight divisions with like a few of like 5 or 6 pounds difference, or like 10-pound difference between the two, and because he's already dominated his division, and they were like, well, are you going to go after so and so who's also one of the 3 African champs? He's like, no, I'm not, for the reason, and the reason makes a lot of sense. That's more, that's for the culture. He's like, I'd rather see 3 African champs in UFC divisions, in 3 different divisions, than for 2 of the champs to be like, of African descent, and I have 2 belts. So that's more like I'm doing this for the culture than myself. So I feel like that was a very selfless thing to do. And so I guess I'm not familiar on which name. I know I remember I read this somewhere in an article. I believe off camera guy was the one who was telling me that. I think it's Adesanya and Usman were the ones who I'm talking about. But yeah, the fact
it's
is
like
that
if I was rooting for everybody black was a person. That's it.
or like he's like, you know what? Say there's no competition because we all win it. Like that's how he's doing it. Now, like, shout out to that. That's even if like forever, that's going to be my champion, because like that is a proud thing to say. Like, so shout out to him for that.
Yes,
absolutely.
We want to send our condolences to Young Dolph's family. He was tragically murdered this week. In all honesty, I don't listen to a lot of his stuff, but all the stuff that you hear about him positively, he's always been trying to give back to his community. And in a lot of, from what I've gathered, I've seen that he's basically the same way Nipsey Hussle was before he was tragically taken down, as far as giving back to his community. Inspiring other people to try to get more money into their family with their wealth. So
and on top of that, he was also a family man. Like he loved his family, his kids. He was a family man, and that's something that's, I won't say it's rare, because in my opinion, I've seen more of my friends and people of my peers have been more family men than society will let you know. And I feel like it's a separate subject, but I feel like I said, me personally, I don't know I don't know nearly as many deadbeat dads in the Black community as society would like to depict. Because in my opinion, I've seen way more dudes stepping their game up and being like that guy as opposed to being that guy. So I feel like that's one thing that a lot of people are negating. Like, again, like, shout out to all of his accomplishments, but first and foremost, he's always a family man. And so rest in peace, condolences to his family.
Yeah. So shout out to him. Moving on. So I guess we had a conversation a while back as far as like between who are Xbox and PlayStation guys. How the PlayStation guys are the good ones. They're not the whole skeezers that Xbox's players are. And so shout out for the hoes.
What's she say? What's she say?
Yeah, I said it. The hoes and the skeezers or whatever the fuck you want. The fuck boys.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, Xbox Halo beta just released. Trey, I know that you're one of those guys. So what?
Damn. I literally was just giving people props about not being that guy. Just saying how Trey's that guy.
First and foremost, I am not a fuckboy. I retired my cape years ago. Anyway, besides the point. I have not had the opportunity to play Halo Infinite, but you know, I think we've all played it besides that fucker down there or up there, wherever he is on the screen.
Wait. I've never played it, so does that make me a fucker?
I guess
Even
no.
though I am, but go ahead.
Most people out there have played Halo. Put your you gonna get robbed for your PS5 one day.
I will
flashing it on. Anyway,
anybody that's coming up for my damn system.
But
Hey, boss, say Herb. All you gotta tell people is that you felt your life was in danger.
Moving on. Go ahead, Trey. Continue with the story.
Halo Infinite. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. I don't have the new Series X as of yet either. I plan on getting both systems because, like I said, when we talked about the PS5 versus Xbox, PlayStation versus Xbox conversation, I want both. I have an Xbox One and I have a PlayStation 4, so I'm on both sides of the fence. But I'm looking forward to it.
How many Xboxes is it? I'm not trying to cut you off. How many Xboxes is it?
3.
4, the original, 360.
Is Xbox One like the original?
No. So it's Xbox, which was the original, and then it was Xbox 360, which was the second one, which was 64-bit to like 128, depending on how much RAM you used. And then it's the Xbox One, which is the most recent one.
Well, somebody who claims to be a PlayStation guy, you know a whole hell of a lot about the Xbox.
I mean, how am I not going to know about stuff that happens in the world of video games? And I had a 360 too. I had a 360. I did not have the Xbox. Retired.
Okay.
I did not have the Xbox. I had the PlayStation. I had the PS2. Then I skipped the PS3, and then I had the Xbox 360 during the PS3 years, and then I went to PS4. PS4 dominated, and I'm back to PlayStation. So I have had PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4. I skipped PS3. Those are the dark years.
I want them both.
But I will say this about Halo is Halo was the birth. Like everyone right now was giving shout out to Call of Duty. It's like that's the game that everybody like first person shooter, the lobbies, the toxicness. I'm gonna give a shout out right now to Halo because that was like I've had so many memories with playing Halo with people with like, you know, like the wide bigger, you had to get a big TV. You couldn't do Halo on a small TV. You tried and everybody was accused of screen watching because I mean, it was like a 20-inch TV. What are we going to do? But like, I had way more memories of Halo as far as like the multiplayer campaigning. And all I personally needed was a pistol for Halo 1. All I needed was a pistol and a sticky grenade. Like,
no.
Regular grenade worked well. Sniper. I was a good sniper too, but that's
because it was unfucking canny how good of a sniper he was.
Okay, Trey. Question for you, Trey. Trey. After you've calmed down and you've gathered your life,
he ain't gonna calm down because he's thinking about like headshots I got. Because I'll be sitting here like this, huh? Trey, I will wait till Trey kills somebody, and then I would snipe Trey just so I could take the flag.
He would do it just all the time. Oh, like it was ridiculous. Like we would be. My favorite go-to was a shotgun and a rocket launcher. I'm a guerrilla fighter. I'm going into the thick of it. I'm blowing people's heads off, and he's just sitting in the. He's sitting all across the board, and there's Trey because it says Trey because I like my name above my head, and he would just follow me around.
What was that?
Pow! I'm not gonna change my name because I was losing. Still,
no, but I have to say this, and I have to say this because I thought about this before True said it. I thought GoldenEye for 64 was the first one.
It was, but see the thing about GoldenEye is that it didn't cross over like multiple like so GoldenEye was only for the home, like in home.
4 players,
great,
at a time.
yeah, 4 players at a time. Great time. You have yourself a good time. It didn't have the capabilities of being like
online.
LAN parties and stuff like that with a 64. Like I'm pretty sure you can mess around and do some crazy stuff with a 64 back then. You had like a couple of like editor geniuses that could probably like move a couple of wires, and you got like 4 TVs and stuff like that. Cool. But I will say this about the frustration that Trey was feeling when playing Halo against me is because I knew that I would never I was never like the gorilla go to I'm not the point blank shooter. I'm not going to go there in the thick of it. I'm going to stay on the side and just cause chaos. That was my job.
I just wanted to have fun, and he would sit back. And
you were having fun because you use your grenade launcher and you took that flag. All I did was to shoot you in the head.
He wouldn't go for the flag. He wouldn't go for the fucking flag.
I would never go for the flag. Why would I not? Why would I'm playing offense and defense.
I would eventually get so fed up. I'd be like, I'm fuck the flag. I'm hunting Cam. And one time he looked through a sniper, and all he saw was a rocket coming for his ass. Pow! Because I waited.
Wait. Okay. So I got a question, real quick. So Trey, is your love of Xbox and your continuous murdering the reason why you didn't ask us what we was drinking today?
No, I was actually.
We did skip the drinks.
I'm just saying.
I was excited. I was excited for my son's birthday, and I was excited for One Piece. That's why yeah, my bad. So, what you guys drinking?
Terramana.
Saying that for you to actually say it, I was just fucking with you. I mean, it's true.
Terramana. So tequila?
Yeah, tequila.
Man, you are weekend out, man. Nice hat.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta give a shout out to my Wizards, man. They on the road this year. So yeah.
But isn't that the Bullets logo though? Like the throwback?
Updated DC version.
Oh, okay. Okay, they combined the two. That's cool.
Okay, wait. No, I haven't. Never mind. I'm gonna holster this joke.
So what do you are you drinking anything, Rita?
Yeah, I'm drinking more of that wine that I can't pronounce, but it's a holiday blend.
Oh, I see the Christmas decorations on it.
And it says it's red blend sangria.
It's got Christmas decorations. That's probably why you bought it.
Yeah.
Yes. I have additional Christmas wine downstairs. You want me to go get it so you can see it?
Yes, so I can make fun of you about your Christmas obsession.
We're in the middle of the show. No, we'll do that after the show.
So
I finished off the bottle. Oh, so go ahead.
No. Go ahead, herb it up. Go ahead, herb it up.
Damn, Herb, come on, man. Yeah. Fucking up.
Yeah.
Get me. Go ahead. You
ain't about to call me you, motherfucker.
It's the Xbox. It's the Xbox. Go ahead.
I'm going out of order. I finished the bottle of Maryland Whiskey Co., the single cast bourbon, 90 proof. It's done me some well this week, so been a pretty long week. But I finished the bottle. Of course, I'm doing that. Dr. Pepper. Real simple.
Thanks to the memories of Halo, I'm drinking Trey Tears. No, I'm actually just doing like another Moscow Mule, but I'm using this vodka that's from Frederick, Maryland, called Scotty's Handcrafted Vodka. So this size of this bottle, as you can see, it's not a great big bottle, but it's pretty decent. It's going to last about a day or two. It only cost me it was $11.99. I'm assuming it's on sale because he's very new to this whole distribution thing. So he's trying to just kind of get his name out there. So I'm trying to take advantage of his cheap for now liquor. So
how many times distilled is it?
Say what?
How many times distilled is it?
Oh wow! I just found something else that's interesting about it. It's gluten free. So many white girls I can share this with.
Can we create a Blerds and Whiskey? I mean, just saying. Well,
maybe by the time Thirsty Thursdays picks up and they got enough sponsors, we can work on that. By the way, Thirsty Thursdays coming soon.
And they actually have a website. Okay.
So one thing I did want to ask, because we kind of went off the rails as far as with the whole Halo thing. So Cam, is it safe to say that you were Sam Jackson in Hitman's Bodyguard, knocking off Nakamura every single time Trey took the flag?
I wish I understood anything you just said.
Okay.
What I will say is I'm true to my form is chaos. So reason why I say the pistol and the sniper rifle were my go-to weapons is because they both had a scope and for distance. Now Trey would be so frustrated. Trey, Darren, and so on would be so frustrated at my sniping that they would just come for me, and they would literally just guerrilla warfare. I couldn't run. I was never really good at evasion. So what I ended up doing was I had my go-to while I'm dying is I'm in the middle of a gunfight. I'll stop firing because I'm already losing health. I'm flashing red. What do? I throw a grenade. There's nothing more satisfying than boom, Trey killed you. Tink, tink, tink.
Okay, but if you're
get a beyond the grave kill.
If your character was on its Phoenix Fit, you probably could have ran away.
I probably if I did go on blerdsandwhiskey.com back in the early days of Halo, instead of using balls or energy drink or whatever, or Mountain Dew or Surge, I should have used some of the pre-workout that Fitness Fit provides. I should have went to blerdsandwhiskey.com and type in the promo code FNX, capital FNX Blerds 13 to get 15% off, and use those for the pre-workout to have the energy to sustain, the good evasive techniques. Or maybe I could have got some, amino acids and CBDs and stuff like that to massage the hurt feelings of Trey when I snipe him as he got the flag, because he had such elation from I took the flag, I'm on the way to the team, and Trey was always hopping a ghost. So whether I shot him when he got the flag or when he's going across the field, hell, he's halfway across the field. Don't worry, boom, shoot him off the ghost. His body's there, the flag is on the ground. Somebody pick it up, take it back to our side.
So I wasn't allowed to do the commercials. What you're saying?
Oh. I was in a roll. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Asking for myself, but go ahead. You got it.
Hey, man.
It's done now.
I do what I can.
Hey, what Cam said. Keep it moving. There you go.
That concludes the church announcements.
It's like he's so just it aggravates you. He's just just so aggravating.
Aggravating man. I'm an aggravating man.
Oh, you were one of the most annoying villains in Halo.
He hated me more than the actual mutant creatures.
Oh, we would be on campaign, and I would purposely throw grenades his way on the slide.
We're on the team. I'm on your team, and you're still killing me. That's not even friendly fire.
Did you go ahead and shoot his ass
Yeah, something like that. But speaking of grenades and pumpkin bombs and annoying villains
and the laughters,
yes,
and
villains that should have died, but came back. But them.
Let's go ahead and run character. Character of the week. Different. I couldn't find my original glass, so I had to find this. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. So today's character week is a villainous spin-off of the Norman Osborn Green Goblin, the Hobgoblin. Now, there's been many people who take the mantle of the Hobgoblin. There's
Roderick Kingsley, Lefty Donovan, Ned Leeds, Jason McIndale, Daniel Kingsley, who's the son of Roderick Kingsley, Phil Urk, Norman Osborn, so I guess he took it back, Harry Osborn in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, and Claude.
We're going to focus on the original one, Roderick Kingsley. Now, Roderick Kingsley was a socialite, egotistical, aristocratic type fashion designer who made a habit of taking other people's designs and making it his own, either blatantly ripping it off or just adding something different to therefore make it his. And eventually that caught up with him. He ended up getting broke. He did happen to stumble upon the secret hideout, laboratory, or whatever, of Norman Osborn's the Green Goblin. So he decided to take what he could from the lab and then in his apartment redid it and made it his own. This guy's a huge thing about cultural appropriation. The one thing he didn't take from Norman Osborn though is them waves.
Just let your soul go. Just let it shine through. Just let yourself, baby.
So, basically, he took like the Norman Osborn Green Goblin costume, you know, tethered it up with a tunic and stuff like that. So kind of like he made it look like Easy, the Kanye West clothing line. And then he made the Goblin mask basically light-skinned Goblin. So the light-skinned Goblin pretty much had everything that the original Goblin had as far as technology. To the glider, he's got like razor bats, like actual like flying bat things with the whole spooky thing. But he had like a bulletproof tunic, whatever. Like I said, jet propulsion glider. He has electric shock gloves, and he also has like cybernetic enhancements, shoots like lasers out of his gloves. He's pretty smart for a fashion designer. Because comics was a little bit stronger than the original Goblin for some reason. Not due to anything of supernatural, but due to basically technology. He was actually unknown for a while. He showed up in the 80s. He was unknown for a while. He didn't actually be unmasked until much, much later in the series. And it was kind of like, oh, it's Roderick Kingsley. Who cares? He's been featured in many of the publications too. He's been featured in the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon in the 90s. Voiced by Mark Hamill. He showed up before the actual Goblin, Green Goblin did. He's kind of like an amalgamation of all the other Goblin persona, people who took the mantle of Goblin, kind of made into one under some guy named Jason Phillips. Whatever. He was featured in a Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon. He might be featured in MCU. There's not much to say about Hobgoblin. He's pretty much a cultural appropriation, light-skinned version of the Green Goblin. So, salute to the remix of Goblin. Back to you guys.
Like, share, subscribe. It should be funny because it'd be like Trey, Darren, and Black Ass, and it's because even in college, we build that TV, rent the TV out in college, and like on our off periods, like in between classes, we be having Halo. And it's like everyone would just get mad. Like I said, I knew I could never win. So what I did is I made sure that everyone else just had a bad time. That was my that's what I did.
A true agent of chaos. A true agent of chaos.
Yes.
True Kasami on YouTube says maybe he's not a good sniper. Maybe you're just a slow and easy, predictable target.
That's why he needed that Phoenix Fit.
Because he thought for sure that he's on that ghost. I'm going to go fast, but I'm going to go straight in a straight line. I said, cool. All I got to do is
I zigzagged. I zigzagged.
No, you didn't.
I did
You only zigzag when you run, and even in zigzag, you're still predictable.
You didn't zig and zag enough.
Left, right, left, right.
If Cam said he did that shit, he did that shit.
Shut the hell up.
Trey, you zigged when you should have zagged. There you go. Then you wouldn't have died.
No, he kept zigging, and then he zagged, and he just zigged. I'm like, oh, okay.
So, Hobgoblin was the character of the week this week. Very annoying, very apropos. I'm surprised you haven't cosplayed him as of yet. He actually had, I think in the Ultimate Universe, he had dreads. I think. So,
No. In the Ultimate Universe, he was just Harry Osborn.
Was it? Oh, yeah, that's right. No. Something else he had.
No, I feel like Cam's next character of the week should be himself playing Halo. I feel like that should be the next one. You gotta do it for me, Cam. I never asked you for anything ever. So you
He's
gotta
do a collage of all my angry nerd rage moments and put in like sniping videos from Halo. It's just me, snipe, rage. That's what he's gonna put in. That's pretty much what's in there.
All you see is a line, that streak line smoke. And then the replays. All the replays.
And you can hear him in the background just saying, "What the fuck, yeah?"
Yes. You would literally like not see it coming and just throw his controller down and just look at me. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, like you were so close, Trey. You almost made it to the other side.
I'm gonna kill you.
You should have seen rushed on that ghost. Oh man.
Okay, Trey. Okay, Cam. I'm just saying, never asked you for anything. Anything. Do it
Ripcord. Ripcord.
I ain't gonna lie. I got. That's gonna be. I had to I'll just do that for Instagram. I can't do that for YouTube. I'll do it for the gram.
All right, guys. So bringing things back around full circle, we had our character of the week, which was inspired by none other than the movie that's coming out on, what is it, December 22nd?
17th.
Forgot. 17th, yes.
17.
So this is
Spider-Man,
a Christmas movie.
No Way Home. Excuse me.
Could we make it a Christmas movie?
Technically, unless it's Christmas themed,
No,
really, no.
Maybe we can make it a. Can we make it? Can we make it a place though?
It's taking place literally right after when they came back.
So no, it's not a Christmas movie.
Well,
Yeah.
no, okay. What I'm saying is, can we make it an event though? Like all of us just like hang
Yes,
out.
we should do that.
Just to see like Spider-Man Far From Home with the homies. All of
Yes,
us.
let's do that.
I'm down for it. I'm down for it.
Maybe we can make it a public. Maybe we could make it a public event, and like the fans could come and watch it with us too. Yes, no, maybe. No.
Where are we going to do this at?
At a theater, like pick a theater to go to.
Yeah. Don't need anybody else knowing my address. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you do be getting the miscellaneous. Never mind. Go ahead.
For the first time in cinematic MCU history, Spider-Man, our friendly neighborhood hero, is unmasked and no longer able to separate his normal life from the high stakes of being a superhero. That is the general premise of the beginning of Spider-Man No Way Home. Sorry, keep all this home shit. Anyway, I'm excited. You're excited. Let's fucking talk about Spidey. Let's talk about it. You know how passionate I am about it. I have a meme out there. Give me back my fucking Spider-Man. I don't care. I'm happy that it's going on for as long as it's going.
Well, if that's the case, then why didn't you wear a Spider-Man jacket?
Because One Piece was more important. It was more important.
Well, you can't be that. Well, don't do all this build up and then lie to us. Like I feel
showmanship. It's called showmanship.
Like don't build me up to tear me down.
I'm also excited about what else. You know who that is?
No.
Really
Skeletor in this bitch.
Oh, that's Skeletor.
He-Man drops this week as well, but I left that alone.
Until we meet again.
But not a single Spider-Man and not a single crowbar. But go ahead.
Hold on. Let's just go ahead and get this out this right now. So it's 12, a little after 12. Let's go ahead and get this out this right now. You know, one thing that Spider-Man could have used, Tom Holland's MCU Spider-Man could have used to maybe go into disguise. He could have
FNX Fit.
Yeah, he could have He could have just grew a beard.
Struggle because we did FNX Fit.
Right. He could have grew a beard. He could have got some facial hair going on. Grew a beard and Spider-Man no more. And people were like, "Hey, aren't you Spider-Man?" He's like, "Nah, I got this beard because I went to blerdsandwhiskey.com and typed in this promo code Blerds1 and got myself a beard struggle and Odin's blood. I know Odin." He could have done that. All the
wait. Yeah, is he old enough to have a beard?
He is. He should.
Yes.
It's his senior year. He's got to be like, he's been like 16 5 years now.
True shit. But that's why I was asking, because he's been 16 for 5 years, aka 3 months on Herb's, calculation.
Herb right. 5 years. But
off camera guy, I'm gonna stop applying it while we're on the damn break. Because they can't see me actually going through the process of applying.
So yeah, you fine. Yeah, dude. You fine, man. But yeah. Go ahead and do that beard thing. That's something that Spider-Man should have done to hide himself. So people would be like, "Hey, aren't you?" He'd be like, "No, because I have a beard." Because he probably used that beard balm, a scuff bomb, and put it on his face to grow out the facial hairs that he would use to disguise himself. Because Spider-Man don't got no beard. He's got a mask. How you gonna have a beard on that mask? You never know.
Wearing a mask with a beard is hard.
Yeah, it looks like a unwaxed bikini line.
Ooh.
But I digress.
You think about like how ridiculous looking, but like if Spider-Man actually did grow a beard and then try to put a mask on it, it would just be like just nah.
The puff right there.
The puff.
Yeah, which is why it looks like an unwaxed bikini line. Have you ever seen an unwaxed? Never mind.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
The wrong group of people. That's for tonight's show. I take it back.
Facts. As long as we're calling them names,
looking like buckwheat in the triangle choke. But we got
Spider-Man. back to Spider-Man. I'm just going to take this.
Because we do whatever a spider can.
Trey, how do you feel about Spider-Man, Trey? How do you feel?
Take it and pass it back over. Gotcha. I am, like I said, I'm excited. You're excited. We're all looking forward to this. But of course, the trailer has led us to have multiple speculations about what's going to happen. And in all honesty, the premise of the movie is the worst kept secret in MCU history.
Ever.
Actually, this time, it's not because of Tom Holland. It's because we're not stupid. We have shows like this. We break things down. People are
especially
looking at the
that
trailers.
Brazilian trailer. Come on now. But go ahead.
So, like Rita said, there's a Brazilian. You didn't notice the lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man movie is in this. Jamie Foxx's Electro is in this. He's no longer blue, but he's in this. That means we got Andrew Garfield. We also have Dr. Octopus. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are we gonna have the Itsy Bitsy Spider? I know Rick isn't here to go about it, but
you stopped my rant. You stopped my rant to talk about Itsy Bitsy Spider. By all means, Weekend Herb, please continue.
Yeah, I would love to regale us with your wonderful analysis, Herb.
Continue.
So, I do have
continue.
Going on.
Continue.
Spotlight.
Speculation. I want to know, because this is very uncharacteristic of Doctor Strange to just be doing reckless shit. So is it safe to say that Wanda has control over him, making him do this shit? Because because it's just a thought. It's a thought.
Yeah, it's a bad thought.
No, let him finish.
Okay, no, fuck that.
I'm sorry.
No.
You're right. No theory. No theory is a bad theory.
No. No.
Your rebuttal, Rita?
No, my rebuttal is fuck no, hell no. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. No.
Are you still mad at Wanda? Are you still mad about WandaVision?
No, I'm not.
Was that where the no came from?
No, I'm not.
But
I feel like we focused on the wrong thing. First of all, what we should be focusing on is the fact that they are setting up Sinister 5 because there is not a 6th villain. And I have theories on who may appear or who was edited out of that port. Because without the Brazilian trailer, you could still tell if you watch very closely the Far From Home trailer, even without that mysterious punch out of nowhere, if you look at the alignment of the villains, you could tell there were things that were edited out. Like, let's just be honest. And then number 2, I feel like the Sandman that we see in this movie is not the real Sandman. I'm sorry. I feel like it's Mysterio. That's my theory. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, but that's my theory because Mysterio already pretended to be the Sandman. And at the end of I can't remember if it was the Tom Holland one or the Toby one, but he let Sandman go. So technically that Sandman never died, and they kept saying that these were villains that were killed and were brought back. But that Sandman did not die.
Lizard didn't die either.
I'm just saying. So I feel like some of this... Yeah, I feel like some of this is bullshit. I also feel like Venom is going to show up in some shape, way, or form. I'm not going to say he's going to be the 6th villain per se, but I feel like he's going to show up in the movie. But I feel like Mysterio is going to be in here and maybe Scorpion, because all the villains that are showing back up are villains for previous Spider-Man films. Where is the villains for the current Spider-Man? So I feel like if we're going to have additional villains that show up, it needs to tie into what's happening currently. And so I feel like that's one. And then I'm going to shut up after I make my last point. I also feel like another potential person for the 6th villain is going to be Green Goblin. Now, we have Green Goblin, but I feel like it's baby Green Goblin because he took on, what's his name? Harry? He took on, the guise of his father. Right. He took up the guise of his father.
Are we talking about the Sub-Zero one, like the extreme 90s,
the new Goblin,
snowboarding one, or the Leprechaun one?
Not the Leprechaun.
Harry Osborn.
Yeah, Harry Osborn.
They were both Harry Osborn.
They were.
Like,
It was.
I'm talking about as far as the Sony verse.
Yeah, the one that
MCU.
came-
all right. So are we talking about Garfield or Maguire?
I forgot that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
There was two goblins.
Oh, you brought up something else because there was a Venom Goblin at that point. So, now not Goblin, a Venom, a Venom villain that I feel. What's his name? Hold on, because I wrote his fucking name.
Topher Grace.
Yes, Topher Grace. I feel like he could also fill that role, and that could be the parlay to Venom,
I mean,
who doesn't feel like he
definitely needs to redeem himself because.
So, and I feel like symbiotes play a big role in this too because quiet as it's kept. I feel like when Doctor Strange said they're coming through and I can't stop them, I think he's talking about the symbiotes. If we go back to what if, but I digress. I know I laid a lot on the laps right now, so I'm gonna shut up and give somebody time to respond. But I'm just saying.
Can I point out this part too? What's the name? Dr. Ock taking off Peter's nanotech. I have questions about that.
He absorbed it.
Yeah, he absorbed it. So.
All right. Can I go?
Go.
Because I want to say the only way for this to be a true multiverse, since Macho Man has already passed, so there can't be a Bonesaw.
God damn it.
I want Jay Lethal to come in as Black Bonesaw and come in and save the day. Like, you got 3 Spider-Man, that's cool, but here comes Bonesaw. But not just any Bonesaw, no. It's the Black Machismo Bonesaw. He comes with a flying elbow and just knocks the shit out of Electro while the lead singer from Nickelback is saying, "The hero can save us." That's
not the lead singer from Nickelback. I am done with you.
That's going to be the only way to make this a true multiverse of madness. Just throw in like the remix to Hero and a Black Bonesaw, and I'm gonna be good. But for real, like I'm gonna be serious. Like I love how everyone has all these like possible theories because this is exactly what went wrong with WandaVision, in my opinion, is because people kind of built up a story in their head, and when that story didn't come to fruition, instead of the story that it actually was, they kind of like had like a backlash, and I hope that's not what's going to happen. I feel like that's what's going to happen with Far From Home, because I think that what's going to end up happening is that people have like the thing going to enter the Spider-Verse, but with like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield probably going to be showing up to like the last like 30 minutes of the movie. Mm-hmm. So you're not going to see them until like the final part.
It's going to be like the whole entire in-game part with everybody walking.
I mean, it's probably it's probably just gonna show up like just a random like here whistle like warp. Here comes Tobey Maguire. Hey kid, you're me, and whatever. I don't know what they're gonna quip, but like so, I feel like
a comment said Red Goblin. What do you think about that?
No, no.
I don't think it's gonna be Red Goblin.
No.
I mean,
hey, with your chest.
Right.
So here's another theory with the multiverse of madness. Would other like Marvel properties from other Marvel universes also come through?
Good question.
Because there's been like 2 General Rosses, so like maybe like 2 or 3 General Rosses, maybe people from S.H.I.E.L.D. show come through, maybe people from the Netflix shows come through.
Is this their way to reintroduce Iron Man into our current universe? There's too.
I mean, they did. What if they reintroduce a brand new Black Widow? So maybe this will be a way to introduce a new Iron Man.
Maybe.
Well, Scarlett Johansson is back in talks with Marvel, so she may be returning and reprising that role. So, you guys ready? You ready? Okay. WandaVision.
Bonesaw's ready.
I'm waiting for him to say it. WandaVision. First off, everything starts there. Everything starts. These are all setting up the multiverse of madness. We know that's happening. Wanda is not in control of shit. She's looking for her kids. And secondly, she can't control Doctor Strange. He's the Sorcerer Supreme. So if you look in the background of the trailer, No, because if you look in the background of the trailer where Doctor Strange is saying they're all coming through, he's not talking about people. He's talking about the multiversal realities. They're all coming through. They're all merging into one. So we're going to end up with a situation much like the DC shows where everything becomes one universe. Okay. And then from that one universe, they're going to be spin-off universes, whatever. That's how we're going to get, in my opinion, how we're going to get everything else that's missing from the MCU puzzle. So I agree. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield probably won't show up until later. In all honesty, they'll be an older and a mid-aged one because Tom Holland is still pretty much a kid. That's why we have freshman year coming out because it's his freshman year of college after this. But he's still in high school. He's still dating MJ, who's not really Mary Jane. He's not going to meet her until later. And yeah, she's Michelle James or something like that. But that's not what's happening. Like this is going to be the kickoff point for Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. He's the Sorcerer Supreme. Every Sorcerer Supreme pretty much works for the TVA and makes sure they maintain the timeline. The elder, whatever, Tilda Swinton.
Ancient one.
She was explaining that. The ancient one, yes. She was explaining when you take it out of the timeline, you fuck up the timeline. So the Avengers fucked up the timeline.
But technically the TVA fucked up the timeline. And Loki.
Yes, they did. But their objective was to maintain the timeline. So Doctor Strange did not know, he didn't probably do enough research to find out exactly what the hell was going on. Otherwise, he would have showed up in the TVA and stopped Loki from doing what he was doing. So this is all kicking off this. That purple energy that you see is the multiverse tearing apart. What was the color of the Infinity Stone that controlled space? Purple. It's all coming apart. It's right there in front of you. So no, nobody else is controlling shit. It's literally all happening at the same time. When Kang is sitting at the desk and he's like, we've crossed the threshold. That's when we see this fight that's breaking out between the Spider-Man. That's when Wanda becomes a nexus of being. That's when all that shit happens. So it's all tied together, people. It's all tied together.
Even the what if?
Even the what if?
So
it's all tied. How else could Ultron break through a barrier?
So do you think that when if timed properly, because timed properly when Wanda did the whole like whatever near the end, that timed perfectly with the guy going, ooh, now this is it. You know what I'm saying? So
it's across the threshold.
Yeah. So do you think that following the what if timeline, do you think that also was a nexus point?
Yes.
Right.
There's
so that
no
could
way.
tie into my theory of the symbiotes coming through too, because
I don't agree with the symbiotes because they have not.
That was a what if situation, so they kind of did touch on it.
Wait. Where was the what if situation for the symbiotes?
And Doctor Strange's episode and the comics.
No. We're talking about
that
MCU.
Doctor Strange episode where you saw all that dark matter. That was symbiote matter. Like, come on now.
We don't have that.
It very well could be.
It could be, but we don't have it confirmed. So I can't say yes or no to that one. As far as
so we'll put a pin on that one because that's a pretty good theory. Like I would love for more symbiotes to come through.
But I don't think they're going to do that. Because of the abysmal performance we got to think about the business side of things as well. Because the abysmal performance of Venom and Venom 2, they're going to tie him in. Venom's probably going to show up in the after credits. He's probably going to be trying to find a job in his new role in the world, trying to figure out where things are going. Shut up, Horace Clark. Shut up. Do not distract me right now.
Okay, go ahead. We Horace, we got you. We already know when the Fast and Furious universe is going to show up. Because they're the ones going to be playing Chad Kroger's "You Need a Hero." You know what the hero needs? Family.
Wait, but do you think they're gonna play into the whole Beatles theory? Because there were actual Beatles in the fucking comics. So do you think they're gonna maybe not the heroes?
Are you talking about like Paul McCartney? Or...
Yeah, because there was what was the the scroll that was a Beatles character, literally in the comics. Well, like, do you think they're gonna go that route?
That's a deep dive, even for Marvel.
Yeah.
But it was a real thing. It wasn't like, it's not like I'm making it up. Like, if you
okay.
I'm not. When I say deep,
yeah, it's like we're trying to I think we're trying to mainly work with what's been given in the MCU. Then adding what's in the
But
comics.
they pull from the comics, in fairness. So
They do.
and they may
do.
not pull. They may not pull 100%. But you
But
can't say that.
I will give you like they do pull from the comic, but I don't think they're gonna go so far as like to be obscure to pull out like a Beatles reference from the comics. Although it would be really cool.
And with good
if
comic
Paul
relief.
McCartney was a scroll this whole time.
So
It would be amazing
switching-
comic relief. I'm just saying.
Switching gears for a moment. Let's talk about the Spider-Man universe as we round. Actually, no, fuck that. We got a holiday coming up. We got a big holiday coming up, and you alluded to it earlier, Weekend Herb. But let's ask some questions about this grub day we about to have, because we big boys over here, except for Mr. Petty.
I'm a big boy at heart.
So at heart.
If
Anyway,
you ask Cam, he has a stomach now.
Here we go. Thanksgiving is this week.
Yeah.
All right. So go around the horn. Let's go in our usual order. I'm not going to screw it up this time. What are you looking forward to? And who's messed up a dish? What's the worst dish you've had? So what are you looking forward to? And what dish have you had the worst of? Weekend Herb, your first up.
What I'm looking forward to. We're going to my wife's family's house to go ahead and embark on a amazing dish. There's a whole entire plethora of just great dishes. They always do great with the turkey. It's always juicy. We always have the yams. That's amazing. The mac and cheese, the stuffing, the cranberry sauce. Everything is amazing. The things that wasn't amazing.
You about to get yourself in trouble before you go to your family's house.
Right, because you specifically pointed out her family.
Dig that dish, homie. Go ahead. Go right on ahead.
Her family is fine. Her cooking, amazing. I'm going to shift it to another part. And I've told my mother this.
Your family, okay.
Your mama.
I have.
You about to get written off the Christmas list.
Yeah. She decided to experiment on Thanksgiving one year. So I don't remember where the scene was from, but it's a meme out there of Sarah Paulson where she's eating this bread and it looks disgusting, and she's like, "This shit is good. Like this looks good." My mother decided to go ahead and make pimento cheese, mac and cheese, or whatever it is. She decided to go ahead and embark on some new shit.
Okay, did she create regular mac and cheese and then a pimento?
No.
All right,
No. I've had this conversation with her. They go on my ass every year about every single thing. We had the One More Bite and I'll Be Full episode. We did that shit before. This is the shit that I'm talking about. I'm getting on the soapbox. My mother fucked up Thanksgiving one year. And I will never.
Yeah, because if the mac and cheese ain't right, just throw the whole dinner away. Just throw the whole dinner away.
Me trying to be the good son, I was like, yeah, this shit is good.
All right. So, Mr. Petty.
So you lying to your mom?
I lied to my mother. And told
we're moving
so
on.
she ain't whoop your ass because
Mr. Petty,
normally know who you lying.
Yeah, she gonna whip his ass after this episode. Mr. Petty, what are you looking forward to, and what was the worst dish you've had?
What am I looking forward to? Recently, since I've moved kind of not super far, but far enough from my family that like visiting, especially during the holidays, isn't nearly as frequent as I want to be. So I've adopted to my own tradition. So I've been doing Friendsgiving, which means like, for those who don't either A, have close family, or B, who are far from family, because it started because we had some neighbors who were going to college at some medical school, and none of them are from this area. So I said, you know what? We got you. Come to our house. We hosted a couple of Thanksgivings here. It's been good. Somewhat good. What I'm looking forward to, honestly, is just chilling and relaxing, just having in that big dinner atmosphere, no matter who is with, people that I bring to my house, I consider family. That's what I enjoy, the big dinner atmosphere. But I also do BYOD. which means bring your own dish. So it's a collaborative effort because I refuse to cook for everybody again. It's costly. I might have to take that back up because I can't trust nobody anymore. There have been times where someone decided, like, and Mr. Proper can attest to this because he suffered through this one time. Someone decided to bring their version of mac and cheese. Why is mac and cheese the most experimental, trusted? Like, I don't know why, but this person just took some regular old Kraft. Was it Kraft or Velveeta? It was Kraft. Well, Kraft. I don't know.
It was the Stouffer's macaroni and cheese that comes out of the freezer.
It was probably like
the
it was probably store brand, like the actual store brand. So it was probably like their version. She's like, oh, you know.
Okay, so why couldn't they just bring that? Like, I would have preferred you just do that. Like straight out the box.
Straight out the box with like salt and pepper could have done way better than what they did. They decided to add like an extra layer of crunch to it. Not breadcrumbs, but they decided to put goldfish. The
flag on the play.
No. Let me finish. Get all this out. I gotta get all this out. They decided to put goldfish and not even crunch up the goldfish, or just threw them empty like
she didn't. She placed them in order so they were organized, and she was so proud of it because I'm not going to tell you what type of person she was, but she was very proud of this, and it was very, very happy that I could present this to Black people.
You're telling us. Okay,
so what I did is I avoided that dish because I looked down and I said, all right, well, you know what? I made mashed potatoes. I'm just going to get doubles of that instead. And, you know, every other dish was fine. But I had options. There are some people who didn't have options because, you know, of their eating lifestyle. So they didn't eat meat. So their option was, hey, here's mac and cheese. What is this mac and cheese? So then they decided to ask her these questions. I knew that they were upset because as they were asking me who made the mac and cheese, they were clapping their hands in between each word. Who made the mac and cheese?
Oh my God, they really like my mac and cheese. They really enjoy it.
So now she's being like interrogated by like two Black women who are like asking her, yo, break this down step by step. How did you come to this? Like, what is your recipe? How much did you do? And at what point did you decide that goldfish? Like, I personally would have respected if she put Cheez-Its instead of the goldfish. I would have respected if she put if she just took some Ritz and just like went like this and emptied the bag over it. I'd have been
as her breadcrumbs.
Yeah. Instead of just putting like just goldfish and just laying it on there as a layer, just like here's goldfish, boom. And
Can I ask where the obsession with breadcrumbs and macaroni and cheese came from? Because if you
can ask, but we can't answer it.
If you cook your macaroni and cheese properly,
it should already have a crunch. I get
you
that.
don't motherfucking need bread.
Okay. So here's the thing: if it's baked in the oven, it's going to have that crisp edge to it, especially if you do it right. Now, when most people don't do it right, especially if they make it in a pot on the stovetop, so they got to throw the breadcrumbs to add that consistency.
He's not down here.
But that's some bullshit because on Thanksgiving, I'm not making stovetop fucking macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
Whoever does that shit is not.
We are not doing that. They.
Okay. I'm with you. Go ahead.
And we're not doing a Doctor Strange thing. So
right. I wish I could have done it with a mac and cheese.
Wait,
what is it?
We as in okay, got you.
They don't do that. They do.
And then,
for the clarification.
That needs to be the thumbnail.
No, I feel like I'm looking too light skinned and I don't appreciate it. So just edit me out. Just edit.
I've had many of horror stories because I'm always very open to like, hey, look, like I said, I'm very lazy when it comes to like a lot of things that comes from like I can't cook everything. I don't want to cook everything anymore. We used to do the turkey, the ham, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, and the greens, and then I throw in Hawaiian baked beans. Like I used to do a lot on my Thanksgiving throwdowns, but Now I just do the turkey. Now we don't do turkey anymore. I just do a chicken. This year I'm doing beer can chicken. Why? Because it's me. And
beer can chicken is bomb though.
Especially the way I do it too. Because what I do is I take whatever's left over for the beer after being cooked in the juices and the stuff from the chicken, is I cook that down and get rid of like whatever germs and stuff that's from being up the chickens, whatever. And then like I cook that down, add a little bit of cornstarch, thicken it up. Yep. Thicken it up, cut up a couple of onions, toss it in there too, make myself a gravy out of that. Yep. I don't waste not, want not, and if y'all don't come through, y'all don't have my address, so it sucks to be y'all.
Us is the only ones that think about making a gravy out of the beer can innards, aka the shit that was shoved up the AKA.
It was all clean. I rinsed it out. I rinsed the chicken out thoroughly before I even threw it up there.
So Trey,
but that was a good look.
Because I have one more thing that I have to add. So I want to get your response, and then I got one more thing to ask about. So go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You said you have one more thing to add.
Literally was saying you did.
I want to tell you what I'm going to say.
So you're saying you want him to respond, and then you have a rebuttal. You have an already preset rebuttal to whatever he said.
I'm out.
Let's go. Captain Dead Air is live in effect.
What he's looking forward to for Thanksgiving and one botchery that he's gone through.
But we didn't go in order because technically it's my turn and not Trey's turn.
Okay, my bad. I thought you.
Wow, Herb is in full effect. I'm skipping you.
The disrespect.
I'm skipping you.
The disrespect.
We got members over here like Pelican, 23-hour lockdown, Pelican Bay.
Trey, Herb, how much time I got? 30 seconds, 60 seconds now. How much time I got to get my shit out?
It's the day before Thanksgiving. It's the week of Thanksgiving. Say what you got to say.
No, because obviously what I had to say was not important, so I just had
important
to
now.
Go
ahead.
Anyway, damn, first Cam did it. Now you. Anyway, nigga, roll the tape back.
Oh.
Matter of fact, fucking clip of the week. We can roll the tape back, nigga, because your short-term memory is the shit. Anyway. So what I'm looking forward to I can't have. My great grandmother used to make these biscuits that was fucking, sorry for cursing, Granny, but they was fucking life changing. And no one has been able to make those biscuits since I was like 10 years old. So that's the one thing. 10 years old was definitely 26 years ago. So that's the one thing I'm probably looking forward to that I know that I can't have. But something that I can have, fuck it, I'm going to say it. Y'all don't have to say it, but I'm going to say it. It's the turkey that I am about to cook. So, because I know it's going to be bomb. So that's the one thing I'm looking forward to. But to piggyback on the mac and cheese, because there's so many traumatic stories about the mac and cheese. If you're going to experiment on mac and cheese, the respectful thing to do is to do it the week before. Do a test run of your mac and cheese. Otherwise, cook that shit the way you've been cooking that shit. Or, capital O-R, make it your regular way and make it your experimental way.
Like two separate.
That part.
Yeah, two separate pans.
That part.
Because that way you're not fucking up Thanksgiving as a whole. That's all I'm saying.
Why do we have so many horror stories about mac and cheese though? Like you don't hear
mac
like
and cheese is more important than a turkey, for real.
But you don't hear no one say like, man, remember that one time when they made the mashed potatoes and they whipped it too much? It was just pretty much.
We can forget fucked up mashed potatoes. We as the Black community will not forgive the staple. Like if the turkey is dry, I can at least mix my macaroni
throw some gravy
with the turkey / gravy. But if the mac and cheese is fucked up, how we saving it? You can save a dry turkey. You can't save fucked up macaroni and cheese.
Quick audible before we head out. Other than mac and cheese, does anyone else have any horror stories? Like anyone messed up like stuffing stories, messed up ham, Messed up yams.
Not
I
messed
have
up.
one.
Messed up pies.
All right, go ahead, Trey.
Go ahead.
I have
Let's
one.
hear.
So everybody here has had my mother's food. You've been there as she's reached the pinnacle of her culinary expertise. Anyway,
No, dead ass.
but
He's
you
dead ass. Rhonda can burn. Dead ass.
so, but you weren't there for her getting to where she is. I had the experience of being the tester.
You were in the gym shooting.
Are you shading your mama in your mama's house?
Is the doors locked upstairs? Is the doors locked?
I had the experience of being there with her as she went along. A lot of tests, a lot of failures, and a lot of successes.
This show.
So gotta catch me first. Anyway, so one thing in particular that she did not do very well in the very beginning. We were living in a 2-bedroom in Riverdale, Maryland at the time. I think I was in the 6th grade, and she decided that she was going to try to make my aunt's cornbread, and it did not go well. She didn't add the sugar in right. She didn't bake it right. It was black on the bottom. It was so bad.
It was Cajun. Right? It was Cajun.
It was Cajun. It was golden on the top, but it was black on the bottom. And we didn't. It was burnt from the bottom up to the top crust that was golden.
Okay.
So
wait, I gotta steal something from you, real quick, Trey. The thoughts and comments of Trey proper.
Nothing to do with
not anything associated to the rest of us. Auntie Rhonda.
And that's fine. That's fine. Mama proper.
Okay, my bad. My bad. You right.
So what you're telling me is that the cornbread pretty much like the Golden Lords. It was just like all black and just had like the golden
top. It was golden top. So so it was so bad. I tried to slice. And it was so bad. I was like, My stepdad tried to slice, and he was like, "Bro, this ain't it." It was crunchy. He took the whole pan. It was like, we might as well get this to the birds, and sat it outside. Not a pigeon, not a robin, not a one touched this cornbread. And she was so. But the good thing.
Is it safe to say, dude, what it said? You gonna eat your corn? You ain't gonna say that? You
ain't gonna say that. You ain't gonna say
cornbread.
How people in prison shouldn't eat that corn. However, the silver lining of this is she was motivated to never have that happen again. And if you had her cornbread now, you know it's like you having a slice of cake. So she made that one mistake. The birds didn't even touch it. She was like, F that. I'm gonna show y'all I can do. And now her shit is on OP. It's amazing. So. Yeah, I had to throw it there, but that's my experience of something really bad on a Thanksgiving.
Last thing I have to say.
Okay.
Judgmental family members. We got to bring this shit up because this got to stop.
It ain't going to
grown now. We grown.
I won't necessarily say this is judgmental, but I have a particular aunt who's very invested in my social life. Since the age of 16, she's always been like, any new girlfriends in your life? Who's, is anyone new in your life? So from the age of like 20 up until like maybe like 30-ish, I always just avoided that question. I would never particularly say like, hey, yeah, your nephew's hoeing around. Like he's just like, moving from things. Like, say, why would I do that? That makes no sense.
Why do you have a flag on that says fuck boy? Don't worry about that.
You know what I'm saying? So why would I tell her, I've been like, so then as I got older and I realized now that I'm at the adult table, I'm drinking with my uncles and aunts now. So it's like, oh, okay, now you ask me a question. Guess what? You're going to get full-fledged Cam. You're not going to get the Cam that was scared to insult you or say,
I'm sorry.
Right,
You know what I love so much about your story is the fact that your camera got blurry as soon as you mentioned you was a fuck boy. Because it was like... We don't even
like the blue dots, like I'm hiding my identity, as a former fuckboy, you know. As a
That's what I love the most about this story.
I wish I had voice distortion for former.
Right, that your camera equipment was equally petty. So I'm here for it.
One of our tricks was never bring them around the family on holidays. Because I would say, like, if I don't like them, why would you all like them? Like, that makes no sense. Like, why would I bring someone that you're not going to see next year? Like, I'm not going to see them next week. You're not going to see them next year. Why would I bring them around? That makes no sense to me.
Next day.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense to me. But, and now, I said drinking with the family, like as I mentioned before, I don't know why I'm still not focusing.
Don't worry about it. We can hear you.
Yeah, but I said we've adjusted now to like our as we've gotten older, somehow we've graduated from just visiting our family to now being involved in like the decision making of dinners and stuff. So it's like, when did this happen? Like, when did what was the word you used, Rita? Voluntold. Because my name was definitely on the list. I've been voluntold. I've been like assigned to certain duties now for like things for Thanksgiving and Christmas and reunions.
Yeah, because they ask people, what you want to mean?
Right. No,
and my name is like penciled in. Pause. I wasn't a part of the email. So what? Wait, I'm getting the email just like everybody else getting the email. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who decided to put me on the ballot and vote? Because I didn't want to get put on the ballot. I would love to be able to bring
black families are notorious for
and plates and utensils. Can y'all be voluntold to do that? But in the same breath, I take it back. If I'm voluntold to bring that means you can't cook. So, am I lying or am I telling the truth?
No. But I also want to say this: is it safe to say that those people who are really judgmental are they kind of like One Piece fans? And the reason why I bring this up is because when you say like, "Hey, I'm not really trying to see that because it's 1,000 episodes," and then they look at you like Trey is looking at like right now. Seriously, it's not the fact that it's bad. It's just, hey, it's a lot. And the question
I got it. Your failed attempts at shade have led us to the end of the show. So with that said, up to it. Those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it.
Drink.
Log off.
Yo, Herb, you're.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technicolor rainbow in between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And thank you for watching Blerds and Whiskey.
Be sure to like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms.
And check us out on blerdsandwhiskey.com.
Be sure to get that merch.
And come take this shot.